Hi there, it is Blossom here. Welcome to your practice. In this modern time, it seems like everybody has been struggling with one issue together. Do you know what it is? We have been spending such long hours each day sitting, right? And we're not sitting upright at all, even by now. We kind of like lean back to the chair to something, or like we kind of round on the spine and stick our head forward and ended up like having such a poor back and poor neck because it is so tight and so weak over there. In the yoga world, there are a couple poses that can help you in this case. And I'm going to walk you through all of these poses today: spin pose, cobra pose, and locust pose. If you are practicing with me right now, consider pausing the video and come into child pose for a minute or two before really get started. And if you're ready, like really ready, join me in spin pose. Lay down on your tummy. Stack your shoulders above your elbows. Press your forearms down to the floor. Press your palms down to the floor. Your feet are together. Raise your chest up. Lower the shoulders down and reach the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Keep breathing in here, and believe me, you can feel tired in this pose. Seriously. Keep pressing down to the floor like you want to bring your chest away from the floor. And from spin pose, we're going to transition and come into cobra pose. So slip your hands to the underneath of your shoulders. Your chest come down halfway by now. Keep your elbows really close to your torso. From here, pull your skull back and up toward the ceiling. Lift your chest up, slightly press out through your hands. Keep pressing your pelvic bones down to the floor. Keep pressing your toenails down to the floor. Staying here for a couple of breaths. And on the next exhale, come down. Come down very slowly with safety. And you can rest here, your forearms down to the floor, down to the back of your hands, or come into child pose. Child pose is a very good pose to rest in this practice. Why? Because we just put our spine in back bend. In this position, right? Back bend. It is gonna feel really good if you do something in the opposite. So now forward fold. Enjoy this pose for a couple of breaths. And whenever you're ready, join me. Start in spin pose again. Press down through your forearms, your shoulders away from your ears, long neck, long spine. Reach the crown of the head up toward the sky or the ceiling. Press your pelvic bones down to the floor, your thighs down, your toenails down. Once again, lower the chest down halfway. Slip your hands to the underneath of your shoulders. Keep your elbows in. Hug your elbows in really close to your torso. Remember, when you hug your elbows in, you open your shoulders. Okay. Create your double chin. Pull your skull back and up. Lift your chest up. Try to use strength in your back. And whenever you're ready, we're going to add more work here. Lift your hands up, hand free. It's a lot of work, believe me. Keep pressing your toenails down to the floor and lift your chest up. Keep that length in your spine, like the same spine, but lift your hands up. Try to breathe. You're gonna feel it is ways harder to breathe here, but keep the consistency in your breathing. On the next exhale, come down to the floor, rest. Forehead down to the floor, child pose, your choice. It is a lot of work. So I do really need to rest in here. Okay, rest in here. And next, what we have is something similar, but we're gonna add more work in our upper back. This time, we're gonna have our cactus arms. What is cactus arms? It look like this, 90 degrees. Good, just like a cactus. Lay down the tummy with the cactus arms. Fingertips down to the floor. Lift your palms up. Forehead down to the floor first. Your feet are together. On the next inhale, lift your skull, pull your skull back and up. Lift your chest up. Press down slightly on your fingertips. And when you feel the height in your chest, and when you're ready, hand free. Lift your hands off the floor. Keep squeezing your glute, your legs together, and lift your chest up. Keep pulling your skull back. Keep pulling the elbows up. Elbows up, elbows up, and very slowly coming down. Rest. Those are Cobra Pose family. All right, now we're gonna move on to the locust poses, like variation in locust pose. So first of all, I like you to lay down your tummy and interlace your hand behind your back. Pull your hands back. If you cannot reaching your hands together, consider having a towel in between your two hands. Reach reach your hands back, and you will automatically reach your chest up. Pull your skull back again and kind of focus on your shoulder blades a little bit. Feel what's happening in your shoulder blades by now. And when you get this feeling, release your hands, rest. Once again, try your best to breathe through all of these poses. You're gonna feel it is harder to breathe. But remember, you can, and try it. Like, try to breathe through all the discomfort, and you're gonna feel that it's become easier. All right, locust pose number 2. Actually, this one is the original one. Raise your hands back. Your thumbs are down. Your pinkies are pointing up. Forehead down to the floor. Your feet are together. Clear your lungs completely before coming up. Listen first. When you breathe in, try to lift everything up except your pelvic bone. Your pelvic bone gonna stick down to the floor like heavy, stable is gonna be your base in this pose. So stick your pelvic bones down and reach everything up. Your chest your arms, your feet. Okay, reach your hands back, your thumbs down, your forehead down to the floor, your feet together. Inhale, lift everything up. Your feet may be at the hip width apart by now. Raise your hands back. Think about your shoulder blades in the posture that we just did. When we interlace the hands in our back. Okay, reach your hands back, lift your chest high, pull your skull up. And on the exhale, slowly come down and find a way to rest. All right, are you ready for the last two poses? So this one is going to be in between the locust pose and floor bow. So just follow me, okay? Reaching your hands back, thumbs down. This time, bend your legs, your knees at the hip width apart. And when you breathe in, when you're ready, reach everything up except your pelvic bones. Raise your hands to your feet, but not grab your feet yet. Keep bending your legs. Keep reaching your feet to your butt cheeks. It is a lot. Over here, I am shaking now. I am trying to breathe now. And on the next exhale, come down. Giving some space between each pose is going to help you a lot. You don't have to you don't have to focus on the quantity, but focus on the quality in each pose. Okay. All right, now, floor bow. Just now, we do something in between locust and floor bow, right? We didn't grab the feet. We were using strain our back to lift our chest up, to do this pose. We use all the strength. And this time with floor bow, we're gonna grab to our feet. We're gonna kick in our hands and add a little help into this pose, like add some lengthening work in the upper back. And maybe I believe that you're going to feel great in your upper back. Okay, bend your legs, raise your hands back. Start with forehead down to the floor. On the inhale, lift your chest up. Raise your hands back and grab your feet. When your feet are in your hands, kick your feet into your hands. Kick, kick, kick is a lot of work in your legs. Lift your chest up. Pull your skull back, maybe. It's a lot of work. Kick into your hands. Let the shoulders open from here. Maybe consider bring the leg a little higher. Lift the chest a little higher. And exhale all the way down. And take some rest. And these are all the poses that I have for today for the back bend work. You can do everything over again, a couple rounds if you can. And when you finish your practice, consider like resting in child pose again, or maybe you can add some twists like this and like this. Yeah, to just counter back your body, and you're gonna feel great after this. All right, and this is all I have in this tutorial, in this video today. Once again, consider like sitting still or laying down in Savasana after you're done with your practice. And for today, maybe right now, bring your palms together and bow your head gently. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice always. And for today, namaste. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for being here with me in Blossom Being Yoga. Please taking some time to like, subscribe, and maybe if you found the content helpful, feel free to share it with your community. Your support means the world to me.